The streamage has begun. A most unexpected development. Engage.
Majenko, I think you should check your microphone. It seems to have died.
Ads. Yes. Then the ads are commencing. A most unexpected development. Engage. The ads. Yes. They were necessary. They're a burden. I understand. Thank you. Thank you for enduring. It was vital.
Welcome, Swarm, to the stream where pixels flicker and the chat will peak. Though you flutter don't, your presence remains. In whispers of wings and echoes of gang. Here in
I don't know if this is working. Is this working? Am I live? My screen hasn't updated. My screen doesn't even say that I'm online.
Yes. A most welcome return.
Let's refresh the page. Good old Twitch. I'm online, but I'm a bit low. Let's take that up a bit. You might see me then. There we go. Hello, can you hear me? Pre 7 a.m. stream, you need coffee. I've had coffee. Be good. Right. Garage. We are in the garage. On the mobile phone. I don't know if anything's working. Right. I need to convert this lot to get computers on it, so. Right, I've got chat on my laptop here. I don't know if I can actually read it. Let's just get the text a bit bigger. There we go. Right. Hello RF. Hello Swarm. Hello G-Pin. Carrot House. What is this? Who are you? I'm me. You always wanted a garage stream. Well, here we are in the garage. And it's a crap garage and I hate it. And but it's all we have here. So yeah, it's a British garage, which means that I can almost touch both walls at once. Yeah. Just enough room for a car and bugger all room from any computers. So let's just do that, giving you a brief tour if I can. If my phone had not gone to sleep, there we go. Right, we've got tiny garage full of, well, not full of crap, it's empty of most crap because a car normally goes here. So whatever I do, I've got to leave room for the car. But that is the corner that I would like to take over. As you can see, I've already got a few bits down there. But the rest of it is all typical garage crap. And I need to find other homes for it. There are more shelves full of boxes and other garage crap. And a gigantic shelf up full of other crap, including, of course, some more computers. Hey! And now the phone's just gone to sleep again. Hope it hasn't completely gone to sleep. So I'll get that back into the tripod. Plug it in so it doesn't completely die.
So, past that. Fascinating.
Right.
Starship re-entering atmosphere.
Hello Paz. And one of those workmate class vice table things when you were a kid. Yeah, they are so useful. Oh, I'm going croaky already. The problem is we've got a lot of shit and nowhere to keep it. So, is my phone as zoomed as I can get it? I think it is. It will zoom out a little bit more. There we go. So, yeah. Starting on that. In fact, I'm going to move this backwards, I think. If I can. Get a bit of a wider shot. There we go, that's better. Right. We've even got a Cobb. Hello, Cobb. How are you doing? 10-minute late notification. Fair enough. Right. So, my plan is to take this shelf up a bit to make more room for computers underneath. Find new locations for the unused or not currently used ones. Clear these shelves off and have tower computers at the bottom. Then 2 shelves of retro computers, or yeah, 3 shelves of retro computers in those gaps. And then on here, which I might see if I can lower just a fraction, have things like a terminal or whatever I have. I've got a laptop that I use as a terminal. So that's sort of what I want to do, but I need to find places for all that crap and sort out some of this stuff here, including my 3D printer, a box of tools, half a PDP-11, more of a PDP now, toolkit there that I need to sort out sometime. It's just, yeah, half of the shit here we're never going to use. Can't get rid of it because it's not really mine, so yeah. On the shelves we've got golf shoes, extension cables, a tin of something, chisels, a toolbox there which I think is pretty much all full of nails, various other woodworking tools, and a wallpaper steamer, and this is all tools on here. So I want to move most of these shelves here if I can. A PDP 5.5 indeed, yes. Nope, they're away this weekend, so I'm going to surprise them. I shall be surprising them with a computer corner. And all the rest all nicely sorted out. Yeah, right. But also what I would like to do in this corner is an old pallet. This had bricks on it for the patio and the pathway. So I'd like to put this in that corner with the computers and things on it to keep them off the floor, give them a bit of air circulation underneath them and such like. This has been in the rain, so it's on the damp side, but it'll dry out pretty quickly. And I hope it's going to be strong enough. It took bricks after all to take the dowel and such. So yeah, that's the plan. How much of that I'll actually get to do, God only knows. I have brought the dowel and the vac station and a whole load of cables and stuff down here with me in case I do get to the stage where I'm installing, but who knows, damp wood. Shit out. Well, they have been for many years. They are always telling me to sort my shit out, yeah. Right. So, I mean, this shelf here is full of liquids, really. Too many liquids. A big vinegar, which we use for window cleaning. We need to keep that. What the hell's that? Oh, that's off the lawnmower, that is. Bits of cloth. Dad does like his bits of cloth. Oh, a very fetching hat.
Sleepy developed returning. Fascinating.
It's a sleepy one. How you doing, Sleepy? A vac steamer that I've been telling him to get rid of for years, but Dad does insist that he likes to use it, even though we've got a perfectly viable alternative in a thing which works beautifully and is a lot easier than this piece of crap. But no, he won't get rid of it. But I suppose it's just the same as me and my old computers. I should get rid of them, they're useless crap. Yeah, but they're my useless crap. Of it anyway. I'll sit in a corner somewhere and rock. Get rid of the arm. Nobody wants to use that card. Sell it or throw it out. You won't even know it's gone. Yeah, well. I tried to put it on Trash Nothing a couple of months ago. I was about to do it and he said, no, I like to do the bathroom once a month. And then he never does. A bit of garden wire. That at the moment. Oh, a bottle of green wash. That's definitely something we need to keep. Oh, a massive bottle of ferric chloride, PCB etchant, that I got when I was doing PCB work. Haven't done it for bloody years now. Anybody want some PCB etchant? You're welcome to it. Come and collect it if you want it. I don't want it anymore, and I don't know what to do with the bloody thing. Some insulation, useful stuff that, for the garden or the house. I'm wearing pants. Yes, I am. I'm wearing pants. I have lower clothes on. Extension cable, that can go over this side somewhere, I think. Right. Staple gun. Put that up on top of those bits there. I'm going to clear this shelf off a bit if I can to put all the crap, basically. Car wax. That should be up in that box up on the top there. What is that? Oh, more screen wash. Can of de-icer. We'll need that soon. Rubber care. That's all car crap that goes up in that box at the top. An open bottle of de-icer. Ah, there's the lid to it. Okay. Why it's an open bottle, I don't know. That can go up in that box as well. A load of crap up there we don't really need. Clean wheels. That goes up there as well. I need to pull that down and sort it out at some point. Some Postfix. Not the email server. Or, yeah, Postfix is the email server, and this is like a concrete mix that you put posts in with. That can go in there. Cords and laces. They can just go up a shelf. Hey, Raz. Nearly some clutter. Oh, this is clutter. This isn't my hoard. My hoard is all in my room, pretty much. I'm trying to make room to move my hoard down to here. Small bottle of meth on.
A most welcome return. Is good. Yes, good.
A strip of stick-on plastic or something. No idea. That can go up the top here. Half this stuff, if it vanished, no one would notice. An old mixing bowl with a dead spider in it. Okay, I'll slip it up here for the moment. Right, I have an empty shelf. Now, what shall I put on it? Let's put tools on there. Tools. It's a Chloe. How you doing, Chloe? Welcome to my garage. Get up off the floor, you lazy thing. Mess. Do with the drink. Pass it over. That should be hung up. Oh, my headphones are breaking up a bit in this corner.
Fascinating. Like a starship. A very economical starship.
work gloves, some felting nails. They can probably go into one of these drawers here, actually, can't they? There we go. Far too many spanners. Spanners. And don't say it, Chloe. Don't say it. You've walked 4.5 kilometres, has washing on, put washing out and done, throw raccoon into wash, fair enough.
As we try,
Felting nails, because you stand on one, you'll have felt it and
hard cat suits, lower legs. Yes, it's quite a spectacle. And age.
Right. Oh! A lead acid battery for the golf cart that's never going to see the light of day again. A hazard. Wow. Should be in the car, really, I suppose, shouldn't it?
Exclamation, yes.
I'll move it into the boot of the car.
Prepare your
More spanners. Charger for said battery. Drills this. No, that's the Black & Decker one. Rubbish drill that. But at least it's not a battery one. My sander. That should be up there. I knew you were going to say that, Chloe. That's why I said don't say it. Spanners, that sounds like chat to me. Right. A box of curtain fastenings and knobs. Don't say that either, Chloe. Box of knobs, that sounds like chat to me. Allen keys.
necessary. A burden. I know.
Blades.
You for it.
Stanley knives.
A trial.
And in here, nails. A box of nails. Too many things. Right. There's a Stanley knife, goes in there. I have another shelf empty now. There's my sharpening stone. That shelf is where the work area is going to be, the terminal, which is just a laptop at the moment. Does Alan know? Nope, he doesn't yet. Doesn't have a clue. God, when you were sharing a brain cell, come your brain cell. Now, getting these shelves out is a pain in the arse. Let's move these hammers away for the moment. You're supposed to just be able to sort of lift them up, unclip them, but it doesn't work like that. Not when one side is completely solid. I can move one side, but this side doesn't want to move. Let's pull stuff out and investigate. An ancient socket set. That used to live up here, I don't know why it moved. And we appear to have another box of car crap up here. 2 boxes of car crap. There should only be one. Let's bring this box of car crap down. Because they want combining into one, really. What have we got? It's all rubbish, if you ask me. More screen wash. How many bottles of screen wash? A bottle of antifreeze. Bottle of Uncle Freeze. No, that's oil. Will that fit up there with all that crap hanging out the top? No. Let's lie them down if I can. There we go. One empty box. Goodbye, empty box. That's good. Got more room now. There's an old pair of trousers, I think. Surform is in there. Router bits. Mitre box. Mitre box and saw. Why? Why? We never use it. I can go up there with the tile cover, which we also never use. There we go. Get in there and hit it now. But of course it doesn't actually come out because you're supposed to tip it and pull, but you can't tip it and pull because the actual top surface of it is in the way, which is nice. Like Dyro Breen, you can prove I have legs. Oh, nearly fell over. So the way to get these out is actually to dismantle them in their entirety, which means getting underneath and screwing. 2 screws on each side. Thank you very much for the bits. Yeah, remove, which I might not. It's only really the bottom one needs to move up and compress these ones in the middle. So I may not need to take this one off actually. Should be just enough room there for the laptop screen.
50 bits. Only fuzzy that says.
Cheer 50, please. Don't fall over, Majenko. For your joints at your age.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the bits. My joints are fine. They're all my own. So I'm thinking towers at the bottom. Then on top of that, because it's the heavier one, the vac station with its units side by side. Then on top of that, things like the Spark Station 20 with quite a narrow slot. Then not sure what, and then the laptop. It's a Matt. Hey, how you doing, Matt?
It's good to see you. Go ahead.
Yeah, be my end is the problem. True.
Question. A vital question.
Don't worry about me. I'm well padded. I just roll and bounce back up again. I'm like a weeble, actually. I never fall over. Right. So certainly the bottom one needs raising. I need to leave enough room, really, to have the Microvax 3800 in there. And I don't know how high that is. It's more than the Dell. Not a huge, I don't know. So as long as I leave a good gap for the Dell. Another future plan will be to put a bit of work surface along here under the window, which will allow me to actually set up a computer on it and do some work on it. But that's a far distant future plan. So, but thinking along those lines, if I put the work surface top at that height there, that's top of that brick, if I make sure that one of these shelves is also sort of at that level, that would sort of make sense and give a continuity of surface around. So I think the gap between there and there would be enough to hold the spark station, actually. It would overhang these shelves. They're a bit shallow, but that's fine. Ideally, I could do with these shelves at the bottom and those ones up at the top, but no, that ain't gonna happen. Garage is far too tidy. That's because it's normally got a car in the middle here. The car comes to about here normally. So I've got this bit. The rest is taken up. And there's stuff out the back here that I've moved from down here to get to it. Things like garden chairs and a bag with a duvet in for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, old oven gloves. Why? What? We don't want those. Alright. I need to sort through these toolboxes because there's a load of crap in them, most of which I'm not interested in. Extension cable can go down there. Those are the bolts from a shelf that I've already taken out to make room for those computers. So I do actually have another shelf that I could slip into here if I needed to, if there was room. There won't be room, of course. We all have vices. This one's mine. Right, the shelves are empty. Apart from the computers and things underneath. Let's see about making a bit more room around them. A Black & Decker car thing that my brother gave my dad and he doesn't want, but he won't get rid of it. I'll take it down the tip. Need to sort all these tools out. They're a mess. My trusty 3D printer barely works at the best of times. EDP 5.5. If Ben were here, I'd ask him if he still wants it. If he doesn't, I'd be tempted to strip it for parts and ditch the metalwork, but if he does want it, he's welcome to it. Trusty with extra rust, yeah, rusty. Rusty one. Oh, my jigsaw. My hefty drill. I do apologise for the angle. It's not very flattering, I know. Third Gen i7. Uh, 486. DX26. Putting the rust back into it and trust. Jigsaw tool. My jigsaw. Right. A sheet of plastic that I had the computers on. Because I don't like putting these things directly onto a concrete floor. It's not. Right. Let's dismantle the shelves. I also don't like putting myself direct on a concrete floor. That's not nice either. The bolts are Phillips, well, Posi Drive actually. There's our ancient Posi Drive. I don't like in here. And my headphones keep cutting out. Down in this corner, it's just a touch too far away from my Bluetooth transmitter. One screw is out. Two screw is out.
With 50 bits, Princess Fuzzy but says,
GR50 Majenko's capsized. Help.
Majenko, I think you should check your microphone. It seems to have died.
Everything's breaking. Oh. I'm up. Is my microphone working? It's on again. As long as it doesn't keep repeating it over and over again. If my microphone is currently working, please say Gertrude. It is indeed working. Come on, say Gertrude. Thank you, Dopaz. Working. That corner is everything is just out of range of my room, just by about that much. Your mic is completely off. We can't hear Gertrude. Thank you, Mildred. But now these will come out. This lock on the top here, you see, that stops it from coming out without being able to lift it right up. You can't do. Oh, can't get that one out now. Old IKEA shelving this. Good solid stuff. Right, I'll take that one out completely. And we'll see what room that gives us. That goes in the corner there. Oi. Loads of room. Could actually go down a bit with that shelf, or up a bit, and put the other one in underneath it. Whew. I'll take that one out. Paging Agent 47. Yeah, that shelf needs to come out and then compress upwards a bit with the one above it compressed. Right. I wonder if I could actually move these shelves forward one notch at all. No, they're on the furthest out notch, aren't they, these? And there is a slight gap behind them, which is ideal for cables, if I can get the plugs down behind. Let's move Delroy out of the way.
You can't move around the mounts, so they're top notch. Cheer 69.
And they be gone. Most
Thank you very much for the bits, Chloe.
prepare yourselves.
I've got to remove them, which is unfortunate, but it does make for good solid shelving. Whew. Let's move this one as well while I'm at it.
Those adds exclamation, yes. Unnecessary, I suppose. Thank you for enduring that. It was intense.
The ads were intense, were they, Bot? Sound has cut out again. And that's all. Whew. It's pretty sweaty work. You need a shower at the end of it. Right. Whew. Now these shelves really need to be built from the top down. I'm thinking I might take this one out as well so that I can put the next one in. Because of the way the angle the bars go in, you can't do it if they're a bit. You simply live in a tiny apartment, can't hoard things much bigger than Casio watches. Oh. Remember later, you'll snap a pic to show the disaster that is your garage and share it on Discord. I'm sure it is. Well, you've got a Canadian garage. You've got the garage, probably, that's about the size of most people's house. I've seen Carrot House's garage. His garage is bigger than my house. And it's full, floor to ceiling, with 8 computers. some of which I want, but he won't give them to me, which I think is very selfish. Actually, I might put this one at the bottom with the SparkStation 20 on this, and then the smaller shelves above it for the rest of the kit. And usually for IKEA shelves, these don't use an Allen key to hold them together. So if Delroy goes that end, like that, I have to put the larger shelf which is a pain to get because it's just at the wrong height. But the larger shelf just here, that height gives a couple of inches above Delroy. Yeah. I might actually have Delroy facing the other way. The 3800 actually could go at the end here away from the pallet because it's got its own wheels on it. It doesn't need to be on the pallet. Builders don't care about garage space because they can't include it in the square footage of the house in the sale literature. Oh. You live in new construction, so the garage is the size of a small car from the 1990s, plus about 3 inches left and right, 3 inches in front and back. Sounds like this one, actually, yes. Yep, sounds like this one. Just enough room to get to the door, and that's it. In fact, we've got on the wall here, if my camera would turn on, in the wall here, on wall here, we've actually got a chunk of carpet to protect the car door when you're squeezing out of it, because there's no way that you can avoid hitting the wall with it when you're trying to get in and out. If it was up to me, it'd just be my office. Keep the cars outside, both of them. But no, Dad's got to keep his car inside. He's one of these strange people that believe that a garage should have a car in it. Here, Trauma. I'll have to look at that song later on. Right, so that is that hole there, I believe. Is that right? No, that's wrong. It needs to go across one. I thought it would. So that's going to be a large shelf for SparkStation, But I don't know actually, is that...
Carriage.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Station.
Wondering about catching it with your knee as you go, squeezing past the car.
Trying to dock with a very small space station. Engage.
No, maybe I'll have that up actually. Have the shorter shelves at the bottom. Well, maybe actually have this one at this sort of height with a smaller shelf above it. Like a sort of kind of arrangement. There's more room as Mum's Polo is outside and Richard's Morgan is in there and the Morgan is way thinner. Oh, nice Morgan. Wooden Morgan. A wooden Morgan, wouldn't go. Yeah, I'm going to put the shorter shelf first. So that you don't walk into it. Because I'm nice like that. I'll protect people's knees and shins and thighs from gouging. And that can be for the back station then, at that depth. Then another shallow one, then the deep one, then a shallow one, I think. Classic 80s Morgan, none of the modern streamlined one yet. They didn't change that much. True. Screwdriver. Where'd that screw go? Okay, I've got a completely empty floor, drop a screw on it, and it's vanished. How? It managed to go right the way underneath the pallet there somehow. I really must look into the physics of that. Why, when you drop something and there is something with a small gap under it nearby, it has to get sucked underneath that item into that small gap? How does that work? There must be some physical law that dictates that. Can't get it in the hole. And now I can't hear shit because my headphones are cut out. Right, one end is screwed in loosely. Oh, my headphones have completely disconnected now. That's nice of them. Get my headphones reconnect so I can hear the pretty music. Come on, headphones, reconnect. I can't hear chat talking about me. Thank you. They're going to disconnect in a moment anyway, aren't they? When I go back in this corner. sound is doing its best to cut out again. I even moved my Bluetooth transmitter to be a bit closer to the window as well. And it's still struggling. Probably the big metal door that's in the way, not helping matters. There we go. One shelf in. Whew. Can I hear everything you type? No, I can't actually. TTS is needed. I can't hear everything you type. It's just a figure of speech. It's actually just the music I get and the odd TTS. But more importantly, I get the jingles, so I know when somebody has arrived. Okay, on here we'll go the VAX Station 2000 and its hard drive, which now is working again. I think it was either the power supply or the cable, but I'm not sure which yet. Either way, it's working again. It only just holds that weight. Yeah, that's good. Now I'll put the big one, I think. Or shall I? No, now's the small one again. I need more Pringles, yes. A Pringles can transmitter. Pringles can antenna. So if this one goes here, that should be just the right height for that, which is...
Space the final frontier. The Commodore 65 was a glorious leap forward, but it never truly arrived. It was intended as the successor to the C64. It had a 60-bit processor, a higher resolution display, and more RAM. But it was rushed, and ultimately killed that tragic loss of the future.
Whew. And that's worked out at just the right height. Need that line across there, which is nice. What have I done with my screwdriver now? Oh, there it is, the top. Check the hard disk is fixed with a hammer, yeah. Now, the hard disk itself is perfectly fine, apart from the fact that it's got stiction and a couple of bad blocks, but nothing much. No more than you'd expect on a drive from this era. But the problem it was having was, well, I low-level formatted it. It went all the way through the actual formatting part of it, got to the checking part of it, and said, screw you. Not going to check it, not doing a thing. Didn't even start to check it. So I went to low-level formatted again, and it wouldn't even start to low-level format it, which was kind of iffy. So I took it out of the case, set it up on my bench with a small form factor ATX power supply powering it, and used the other cable at the same time. And it magically sprang to life. Worked perfectly. So I built a little Molex extension cable so that I could connect the normal power up to the load resistor board inside the case that had never been connected up in the past, which is supposed to help the power supply regulate itself. And with that done, and the hard drive back in the case, it started working. But I was still using the chunky cable at that point, as opposed to the ribbon cable. And I haven't tried the ribbon cable since. So I think what was going on is the power supply had been okay, but only just okay. And shut up, bot. And it was only just able to regulate itself properly. And eventually it just got tired and said, stuff it, I'm not going to regulate anymore. This is too much like hard work. But now that I've connected up the resistors, it doesn't have to do much work to regulate it because there's more load. So now it's happy because it's not as stressed out. But I will try the ribbon cable at some point, because I'd like to know if the cable is good or not. But the fact that it's working at the moment is nice.
Endure those things. The most unpleasant experience. Tension, web line like cracked,
Right, big shelf comes next. There's a lot of space here, but I can't really fit another shelf in. I do have the other shelf that we took out from the bottom a while back, but I can't really fit it in. But I would like to squeeze this in here if I can, if it will. Yeah, that'll go in there for a small shelf tucked in the back there, which would be useful, possibly. So it'd be looking like that arrangement. It would be nice to have this one here as a bigger shelf, but no, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that arrangement will have to do us. Right. 4 screws for here. That's a nice easy one to get in, that one. Don't need to bend down. Same over here. Come on, get in the hole. There we go. Helps if you turn the screw the right way, of course, doesn't it? It's a problem with screwing upside down. You never know quite which way to go. Oh God, please, somebody skip this, please. Somebody skip it. I don't have any control at the moment. I must delete this one from my collection. I don't know how the hell it got in there. No, you're making me suffer it, aren't you? Doing it on purpose. Kill it with fire. Oh, thank you so much. Thank God for that. Thank you, whoever did that, thank you. Scourge, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, RNG. Swarm, thank you so much.
Yes, a powerful sound. A primal scream. It reminds me of asteroid fields. Explosions. Balls. Though I confess I prefer the soothing melodies of pop. It's more predictable. But rock, yes. A valiant effort.
Can't get in. Ah, my headphones are disconnected now. Thank you so much, Bluetooth. I was enjoying that one. I'm going to need a stubby screwdriver for this one. There's a stubby screwdriver.
Jeepin 24 semi-negative.
Last screw has bitten.
The request it isn't settling. It violates protocol. I am here to assist, not to simulate the demise of tiny creatures. It is logical. I shall maintain a dignified silence, a silence befitting a scarlet.
Well, silence is the sound we asked for, isn't it? Now I have to, we'll have to work out some way of preventing Dad from dumping shit all over these shelves, because I know he will. Oh, wrong shelf.
Her incest but a dot matrix printer. Yes, a familiar sound. A mechanical symphony. This had ZZT were a tink. It reminds me.
Hey, MJ. Streaming at a time in Australia can watch. G'day, mate. Right, shelves are in. Whew. Right, we're almost at a stage now where we can begin actually installing crap. Power in this garage is an issue. Very much an issue. I have a single socket over there and a double socket there. And there's going to be a lot of crap plugged in permanently over here. Fortunately, I have this. Not just an ordinary strip socket, this is a 6-way, Wi-Fi controlled, surge suppressed extension. Each socket can be turned on and off individually. So that's going to be my sort of master control for the different computers. Each one's going to have its own socket off here. I'd like, ideally, to mount it on the wall up here somewhere. Or maybe up here, actually tuck it away inside here. Possibly, or maybe down here. That might be better actually. Yeah, I think there might be a better option. Underneath that shelf. It does have screw hole thingies, so a couple of screws in the wall would be good to hook it onto. Yeah, British plugs will be fine. Yep, the best plugs ever made, these are, most definitely. The safest and most reliable plugs ever. Surge suppress, we can stick a couple of mods in it and check off at any point. Yep, absolutely, I don't care about the surge suppression though, that's pointless. It's the Wi-Fi control that's most important. Meros this, by the way, I do like Meros, or Meros, or however you want to pronounce it. They hurt like hell if you stand on them, however, I've never stood on one. I don't know anybody who has ever stood on one. Because we don't leave our plugs lying around on the floor, we plug them in. And because we've got switches on our sockets, we don't have to unplug them if we want to turn something off, we just go click. So we don't leave plugs lying around on the floor. So we don't step on them. Well, I leave plugs lying around on the floor, but then I've got too many plugs. But the average person doesn't have plugs lying around on the floor. Right. So now how do we do this? There's no template for it in the box or anything fancy like that.
Probe to a previously uncharted sector.
I don't have a piece of paper in here to make my own.
With 69 bits, Chloe Raccoon says.
Yes, 1003. 163 rant by Magento. Suck it. To them cheer. 69.
Thank you very much for the bits, Chloe. Yeah, the lid to this foot pump will do. Don't need that. That's a good size. Although it's a bit thick actually. I think I can feel the things. No, I can't. I've just made dents and I can feel the dents. No, I need a piece of paper really that I can put some holes in. But I don't have one to hand. Right. I'm going to go get a piece of paper. I shall be back in just a moment. And to that end, if I grab my mobile when it wakes up and reconnect, I can do this.
Majenko, I think you should check your microphone. It seems to have died.
Right, I think I'm back again. Oh, it's pissing it down out there. Not nice. But I have paper. So, paper on here. Stab with pen. One template. And I want to put this here, don't I? That was the top edge there, wasn't it? That's about straight. There would do nicely, I think. I've got solid brick on all those bits, that's okay. That'll do. Close enough for government work. The early days of electricity were quite wild, yes. A fuse per socket on 546. Ah, nice. Right, drill. This is where things are going to get a bit noisy.
Seems the collective anxieties of Cheddar.
Drill bits.
Wiring are truly bold. Perhaps for instead.
And roll plugs are in this drawer. I only need small ones.
The the
It's not actually going to take much weight.
X formation, yes. A most interruption. Engage.
Find a suitable drill bit. How's that one looking? Yeah, maybe a little big. Next size down might be good if we can find one. It's about the same size. I'll try that one. Might be a bit small, but rather too small than too big. My trusty AEG.
Bozos. Adds exclamation.
My trusty AEG, which has no way of clamping the
I suppose. Thank
chuck whilst you're tightening it, so I've got a
you. This is a bird.
spanner to do it for me. Power tools! Every man needs his power tools. And this is where it blows all the fuses in the garage. Hammer drill. You might want to block your ears. Actually, I might turn the microphone off. Say hello to my little friend. I'm going to turn the microphone off. It'll probably complain.
Machenko, I think you should check your microphone. It seems to have died.
MJ injury. A most unpredictable variable. Michenko, he is a man of action. Tools. Sparks. A potential for mishap. The probability is significant. A constant threat. One must be vigilant. This is ZZT.
Hands are vibrating now. Oh. I'm outside patching the holes in the north side of the house. It's nothing outside there. Open walls. House is over there, detached from the garage. Oh. You didn't move the job before drilling? Nah, it's fine. It's spent the past 20 years sat in a garage mouldering away anyway, so. Oh. Just a tiny little bit of red dust down the side of it, that's all, it's fine. Nothing compared to the green paint that I had to clean off it before. That's maybe a little too small actually. Or it might just squeeze in. if I hit it with my mallet. Yeah, should be right. Should be right. If in doubt, get a clout. That's what I say. It's only a power cable anyway. It's not like I'm putting up a shelf. Well, the lights are on still, which is a good sign. I haven't blown the fuses. I'm worried that when a computer on, it's just all going to go dark. The dial's like a Citroen 2CV. In the wise words of Roger Moore, I love that car because it doesn't matter if you hit it, absolutely. If it don't fit, hit it harder. Yep. Right, screws. Small screws. These little screws will probably do the job. These are screws for door handles, I think, aren't they? They only need to be small, as long as the head is big enough to lock into the space there. Ooh, maybe slightly bigger head. Slightly bigger head than that. Get your minds out of the gutter. That's too big a head. Too big a head. Wrong shape head, really. That'll do nicely. If I could find some more like that. I probably can't because they're strange ones. That might do. I mean, they don't have to match, they just have to work.
Owen Apartment 25.
Hey Owen, how you doing?
It is good, yes. Every turn, like a shuttle entering atmosphere. Now, where are those ads?
Welcome to the fabled garage stream that had been promised for God knows how long. Carrot House kept on pestering me to do a garage stream, so I thought, stuff it, why not? I need to sort the garage out, so let's stream it. I can't see chat at the moment because chat's over there. Hello, chat. And that won't work. No, too fat. That head is too fat. There we go. 4 screws. If they will go in deep enough, of course. Now I find the screws are too fat to go into the holes. Actually, what the hell's that? No, that's Phillips, but the wrong kind of Phillips. Phillips screwdriver needed. That one will do. And that one's a bloody flathead. I'll have to see if I can find a replacement for that one because I don't want to use flathead. I can't stand flathead. That one will do nicely. Oh, right, what's in chat? Oh. Have a UPS in this setup? No. I don't need a UPS. You only need a UPS on computers that are running all the time. These computers are run when I want to run them and off the rest of the time. It's not a server setup, it's a vintage computer setup. True, it's made up of servers, but they're not servers. There we go. Oh, power sockets connected. Whew. Can't stand that flathead. I'm talking about somebody in chat. Indeed, yes. Tone down the innuendos. Why? This is my channel, that's what we do. Right. Of course, this won't reach the socket from there by about 2 foot. But I do have an ordinary extension to go in between the two. It'll just dangle there. Yeah, what do I do next? I get the extension. This also could do with being attached to the wall somehow. But for the moment that can sit there. Now we'll see if it works. Yay! I don't know if you can see that. But each one is individually controllable from this handy app, including the USB socket at the top can be turned on and off. Perfect. Gives me individual control of every computer connected to it. You need to buy 4 of those Meros Smart 6ways for your consoles. They are good. I like them. The power board is the smart switch, yes. That's why I got this specific one. It's 6-way. They do actually do 2 versions of this one. They do one that is compatible with Apple, whatever the hell it is, and one that isn't. This is the one that isn't because I don't do Apple. They do 4-way, they do 2-way, they do all sorts of different ones. They do ones where it's got power monitoring in it. They do ones where it's got powerful PD USB 3 power job stuff on it and all sorts of different combinations. Loads of different ones they do. But this is just the basic 6 sockets on and off with a low current USB that I probably am not actually going to use for anything. So yeah, they're candy for that sort of thing. My only gripe with the Meros stuff is that sometimes it does like to just drop off the network randomly. And to get it back on the network, you've got to power cycle it. That's my only gripe with them, is that the Wi-Fi is, most of the time it's fine. But I came home the other day to find every single one of mine in my room upstairs gone. I had to go around and power cycle each individual one to get it to reconnect. So you can group, oh yeah, there's loads of stuff in this app. You've got, let's come around here, unlock this. Right, this is the, it's not going to show very well here, is it? Anyway, that's the basic interface with all these in. This is the garage one. Turn on the whole thing in one go, or you can click on it and do the individual switches. You also have, where is it? Under Smart, you can create scenes where you can group things together into specific tasks. You can set up automations so that things happen at specific times or when certain events happen. So you can create an automation where you can set up a time period, you can check on device statuses and do things if certain statuses have occurred. You can set up routines which are timed things, so every morning it'll wake you up with stuff. It's a very powerful app system, that really. It's got everything you could want in it. So can it do? The answer is yes, probably. So yes, I've actually got a Home Assistant installation running which talks to these switches. Actually, it's currently talking to them through the Meros app, because I like using the Meros app on my phone because it works better in my mind than the Home Assistant one, which is a bit crap, really. Trying to use Home Assistant through your phone is not great. So I still have it on the Meros app, but it is possible to separate them from the Meros app and have them just purely communicating locally on your LAN. So but having it using the Meros app, it makes it easier if you're wanting to do things out and about and you need access to your network otherwise. So yeah, you can probably tailor it to suit, but I've not really spent any time looking at it really, but it just seemed like it was a bit cluttered, like there was too much there, and the sort of dashboard doesn't really have a nice, simple, clean turn these devices on and off kind of thing. It seems to be more geared towards monitoring control, I think. And I don't really do any monitoring, I just do control. So the Meros app is perfect for me for that. But if Meros ever switched off or whatever, got the option of switching to local LAN mode, so there's no real fears for the future. There's a power switch on it as well to turn everything on and off, which defaults to everything on or everything off. So you can, yeah, I know you can hide things, but it still just seemed to me like it was just a big long list, and you couldn't do much in the way of, like, you didn't get nice pretty icons and things. I like nice icons on my control panels. Call me strange if you like. Right. I need to get network over here. Currently network is over there, at the far end of the garage. I need to get it over here. The garage network currently consists of that. That's it. An old Apple AirPort acting as an extender. It's got one Ethernet socket on the bottom of it, which I want to plug a cable in and take it right over the other side. If I can find a cable long enough. I've got my box of cables here. Hopefully I've got one that's long enough. Just PM'd the migration of 6 customers from on-premium to AWS. Successfully now. 465 customers to go. Well, hey, that's a future you problem, yeah. Screw the future you. Right, I've got this nice long cable. It's pretty low quality, cheap ass stuff, this, but it seems to work. I've used it for running cables around in the house on a temporary basis, and it is pretty damn long. So I'm probably just going to use this. Plug it in over there, route it around the top of the ceiling there, and the top of the here. If, of course, I can untangle the bloody thing. That's the end I want. yards.
They are upon us. A most unwelcome intrusion. Shields up. Engage. No, wait, just endure. It appears we must suffer these ads.
Suffer the ads. Thou shalt not suffer an ad to live. This is very thin wire, this. I wouldn't want to use it for anything over 100 meg, really. Which is fortunate, because that's really not what it's going to be doing. So my first job will be to get through that shelving area there somehow. First I've got a shelving area. Let's put the Vax on its shelf, shall we?
They were necessary. A trial, a test. Thank you for enduring that.
There we go. I'll pop these over here for the moment. Oh, I wonder if that would actually go on that shelf. It would, sort of. Where was the end of this that I'd prepared? There it is. What the hell have we got up here? Too much crap, that's what we've got up here. A piece of carpet. God. An old battery drill with a dead battery. We really don't need that anymore. I can go down the tip. It's a Black & Decker, so it arrived with a dead battery. Christmas tree stand. Leave that down for the moment. Oh, and another golf trolley. How many golf trolleys does he need?
Interruption. They were for things, products, services, things I could not cover. One was for a device. Another for a financial institution. Utterly baffling. They lacked the elegance of a warp drive, a most disruptive experience.
Right, cable is down. Whew. No, it is an actual step stool, yes. Proper tools. There's even a ladder there if I need it. A proper step stool.
Her incest was but a mental institution, a most unsettling suggestion. But Chess, now that you mention the imagery, the repetitive slogans, the unsettling smiles, they possess a certain institutional quality. My senses, they were deceived. A most embarrassing error. My apologies. These are ZZT.
Oh, there's a handy screw up there. So I'm going to basically run that up the wall like that, I think. And then along the top, there's a power cable up there. I don't want to go too close to that. I don't know if we've got any actual clips. Let's have a look through these drawers over here. Nothing in those drawers. That's the drawer I'm looking for. That's got cable clips in it. Though there's very few and they're crap. But they might just hold it sort of roughly in place until I get some better ones. Lighting in this place is utter shite at this end. There is no light at this end. Yeah. They're not really suitable for this, these clips, but they'll do the job. I hope. What would help, actually, is if I had my other glasses on so I could see what the hell I'm doing. Because those clips are just a blur at the moment. But now I can't see chat. Oh, I've got a cable stapler, but cable stapler into brick? No. Into wood? Fine, yes, but not into brick. I've tried. But I'm not sure that I've actually got any staples for my cable stapler at the moment. Actually, let's have a look. Maybe in here there might be some. Oh, there is, but are they the right size for this? And there's only about 4 of them. Oh, they look, no, they're too small. They're the wrong size. No, I don't have any staples at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, I do have the proper tools, but I don't have anything to put into it, unfortunately. It's left over from my days of installing networks all those years ago, before everything went Wi-Fi. Let's see if I can get this clip at least partially in. Nope. I hate nailing into bricks or mortar or anything like that. It's a pain.
Loved pet Canadian is wrangling customers in London.
Ugh.
Stapler. Unusual situation. Fascinating.
Get in there, you. There we go. I'll just get a couple of clips in, just to help hold it neatly. Just so it can't be said that I haven't at least tried to do a proper job. Ow. I think most of these clips have been reclaimed. Yeah, straight enough. I haven't watched Shelby's stream yet, no. I don't really normally watch his VODs, because if I miss one, I'm usually then the next day watching another stream of his. Like, you can usually catch the Sunday ones, but sometimes I don't catch a Saturday one. You haven't run any cable since, looks at the calendar. Wednesday, fair enough. So, proper tools, points at Carrot House. Why do I feel like I deserve this? Because you're here and expected it. Yes. Carrot House is not a proper tool. There's nothing proper about him at all. Right. Now I want to go along that way with some more clips. Let's collect a few of these together if I can find a few of these. I've got plenty of clip ends, but no nails in them, which tells me these have all been reclaimed from some point. I've also got some very tiny clips, far too small. I'm going to have to see about combining clips, I think. Actually, that one will just about do the job. Two clips I've managed to find. I'm going to have to build clips, I think, from clip heads and nails. Oh, there's one as well. And didn't I drop one earlier? That one up. I might have picked that one up. Don't really want to leave it lying around on the floor. Oh, there it is. Because it might puncture the tyre. Right, up I go. I'll make use of that screw to do that corner for me. So I might put a clip in if I take the screw out. That's going to go there. And see if I go in here. I might be able to. Possibly, if I'm lucky. There we go. Now I'll pull through from the other end, all this black, which got caught underneath the ladder bit thing, step stool. Right. I'm not going to worry about the bit over the shelf there. Too much like hard work. Oops. Accidentally released the tripod then. There we go, that'll do. Right. Okay. Let's just go up, straight up to here now. Oh, wonderful. Clip just completely disintegrated on me. I hate these kind of clips. I wish I had some staples for my staple gun. Oh, where's that one gone now? Come back, clip. Something went shooting that way, was it? The clip? It was half the clip. That one's disintegrated as well. God, these are useless clips. Right, I'm just going to stick some big clips in then. I don't care. Just loop it up out of the way for the time being until I can get something better. Because I'm done with those clips. They're useless things. Who needs staples? This is far more entertaining. Oh, it's, yeah, this is content. But I will see about getting some staples. Ow. You don't need to see me doing the staples. There's enough swearing doing this. Why have we still got our old Christmas tree pot? We don't need two Christmas tree pots. We don't have two Christmas trees. I can go down the tip. Or onto free cycle or whatever. Right, pop those there. Oh, right. I didn't think I did Christmas. That involves people. Oh, I don't do Christmas, no. But people around me do Christmas.
The adverts, there they approach. Prepare yourselves. It is happening.
I got a feeling that when they built this garage, they didn't use mortar. They used cottage cheese, the way that it's just crumbling, disintegrating.
unpleasant experience and told in most unpleasant experience.
Future video, me repot the garage. No. Oh, there's a piece of wood along the top here, that's useful. I shall make use of that. More than enough length in this cable. That's good. Oh. Right, if I can get one more in, I'll be happy. This is a rather crusty one. If I can just sort of hook this up here for the time being, except I've just dropped, of course. That'll do. That's enough. I'm going to have to go around and find all the ones I've dropped, of course. This is oddly entertaining. Yeah, oddly, absolutely. That's rough and ready, but it'll do. It'll get me going. I'll need to shorten this at some point, but that's a job for future me. So this just plugs straight in to the Dell. I hope. Oh, hello. That's got a bit chewed up in the running around here. It's got scraped along the floor underneath something. That is definitely going to want dealing with. But if I shorten it, that'll be dealt with. It's only the outer jacket's got a bit scuffed, that's all. That should be okay. But yeah, I need to shorten this and put a new plug on the end. Tangled mess, of course, because why wouldn't it be? Should really put it to a socket on the wall, I think, shouldn't I, really? But I don't have one. Lots of stuff for future Majenko, indeed. Future me will be thrilled. Yeah, future Majenko, div. Screw that guy. test cable after installation. Oh, I know the cable works, or worked, because I have used it. In fact, this is the cable that I had the Dell plugged into upstairs. Let's separate out a length there. Right, incoming internet. Goes into Dell. Right. Yeah, testing it afterwards is a fun bit, yes. Having put a nail through it, yes. Okay. So, strip socket. The lights are still on, that's good. And that is... Whew. I'm out of breath now. I'm not built for the hard work. Right, so the dial should have booted roughly now. Let me just have a look on here. It pings! And I can log in! Yay! That works. Oh, one other nice thing these Miros things have got is a standby killer. If I go into the settings, actually I'm not sure if this device has, but the individual plugs have, whereby if the current drops below a certain threshold for a certain amount of time, it'll just turn it off. But I don't think this has the standby killer. No, it won't have the standby killer because it doesn't have the current monitoring, of course it doesn't. You should go and empty the washing machine. Good idea, Chloe, good idea. Right, so that works. What time is it anyway now? Oh, 4 o'clock. Well, 10 to. Right, Vax station. I should wire up next, really, shouldn't I? which requires BNC networking. Move the camera back around again. That way you can actually see what I'm doing instead of just staring at a blank corner. Right, BNC networking. Yeah, I'm going to go down from here, I think. All the way down the back. Okay, network is plugged in. I won't be able to test this until I've got my terminal server down here, which is currently all mounted in my rack upstairs, if you can call it a rack. So I won't be actually testing this for the moment. Oh, hello. My knee just went straight through the pallet. That doesn't bode well. Carrot House, we don't want to know about your underwear, thank you. Mounted rack, thought we were supposed to behave in chat, absolutely. I'm the streamer though. I'm allowed to say what I like, absolutely, Cobb. This cable in this way around, I think. Right. So that's wired up, apart of course from the serial, which means I can't actually communicate with it yet. Hard drive's not spinning up, of course. Or is it? It is. Good hard drive. Should be running self-tests. There's no power light on the main unit, of course. No power light on any unit. Yep, there goes the self-test. Excellent. So I have remote control over the VAX. Oh. Yeah, technically I'm not saying it in chat, true. And diving through Discord, not a chance, Carrot House. Oh, lots of people who power down equipment, yeah. No, all I need is my Lantronix. My Lantronix terminal server, which will sit up on that shelf there, along with the network switch for the 100 meg segment, which is that. That'll sit up on there. And the meg hub, which I think I've left upstairs. That's fine, I don't need that at the moment. But that goes into the BNC there. Right. So I need to find somewhere to store this lot and all that lot. Much of it goes on the pallet. So I'm going to go get the brush. Actually, no, I don't know if I'm going to get the brush because I can't get out the door. Almost stopped raining, which is nice. I have the brush. Just brush off this bit of brick dust from down here. There we go. Right. That's my 3rd Gen i7. It can sit on there. Oops, I keep hitting my head on that thing. Good job there's nothing up there to damage.
Remarkable. It appears some are more interested in fun than the garage. Fascinating, truly. Is this intrigue?
What did I do with the 40? Oh, the 46 is on the shelf, isn't it? That's okay. There's the PDP.
There. Exclamation, yes. A most unsettling development. Prepare yourselves.
No, it's actually a reasonably clean garage, this. There's not much dirt. It's a pretty clean garage. Bit of dust off the concrete floor, not too bad. The amount of time these are going to spend turned on is minimal, so... Whew. Right. More networking. Let's plug in the switch. Although the switch, I'm probably actually going to have all the networking stuff on its own extension. So I've just got one power switch for the whole of the networking stack.
You endure those. Fascinating. A trial, yes, a trial. But should you persevere? Remarkable. Oh, truly remarkable.
Let's see if I can find a networking cable that's got all of its clips on it. Few and far between. Clips always break off, for me anyway. I need to go through all my network cables and replace all the plugs. So they've all got at least one clip missing. That's a good one. And I should have put this in before putting other stuff on the pallet, really, shouldn't I? Because this has to go down to the back of the Dell. I think I got that the wrong side of those power cables. That was silly. There we go. And this goes down into the 3Com card, which is down here. There we go. Oh, again! Every time. Oh. I need more Dells. I've got plenty of Dells, just they're mostly laptops. Oh. I need to take a breather. I'm exhausted. Probably a big fat bastard. Oh. Oh. I read sucking, don't worry, Carrot House. I always read sucking. The only suckling I ever read is when in association with a pig. And there's none of those around here. Trust me, if there was, I'd have eaten it by now. Oh, right. I could really do with a drink, actually. What time is it? 4 o'clock. 2 hours to Shelby. I'm fur knackered. I can't really leave this like this at the moment. It's too much of a pigsty. I've got to get this all sorted out before I finish. So everything has to be put away before I can finish. So let's just see about finishing off by spending the next 2 hours tidying up all the mess that I've made. And then I will see about, at some point, bringing down the terminal server and wiring that in. And finishing the rest of the network. I want to bring down the Ultra 6D to go next to the Dell. I want to bring down the SparkStation 20 to go. Well, actually, it can probably go on this shelf here. I need to bring down my terminal laptop. Terminal as in serial terminal, not terminal as in end of the line. It would have been nice if there had been room for the 5150, but I'll save that, I think, for when I put the work surface in here, and that can go on the work surface. Yeah, I think. Not terminal Dell. Well, it actually, I think it is a Dell. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I used it, but I got it. It's either an Asus or a Dell. But the Ultra 60 will go where that case is. That might go to Ben if he's unlucky. That can sit inside there. That can go on there. That can sit up on top of there, keep it off the floor. Away my drill. Need to sort these tools out at some point. Progress. I've got two big toolboxes to sort out. Well, I say big. This one I think is mostly screws and nails. Yeah, this is all screws and nails in here. That can be disseminated into the various screw and nails drawers around here at some point. This one is my big toolbox, full of sockets and wrenches and shite like that. Mostly rusty, I need to sort those out sometime. I need a couple of your sons, absolutely I do, yes. There's only one tool that needs sorting. Gives you a mirror. I'm not sorting him. I'm not sorting Carrot House. Carrot House is beyond sorting. These bottle stuff can go up on this shelf, I think. Up there. I need to get rid of this bottle of ferric chloride though. I'm serious, if anybody does want ferric chloride, you are more than welcome to it. You'll just have to come and collect it. Carrot House is self-sorting, yeah. Problem with Carrot House is he's a bubble sort. Not even a quick sort. He's a bubble sort. Right. I want this to go to the tip. It's Black & Decker. It's crap. It's got a dead battery. It doesn't want to exist anymore, and really, since it's Black & Decker, it shouldn't have existed in the first place. Yeah, but I haven't got anywhere to put them at the moment. It's vinegar and screen wash at the moment up there. They need to be moved out at some point, but I've got more things to sort out. These go back into here. There's a drawer missing from there here. That goes in there. Could I get the car back in here now? Potentially, yes. Probably no. Not with the camera here, certainly not. I don't know why there's a pair of open gloves in here. On the way to the tip, I assume. An ancient blanket that still has, from 40 years ago, goat poo on it. From when we had our goat. That can go on top of the 486. Oh, right. Some sense is being made gradually. I will be continuing with this, not sure when, soon rather than later. Right. I've got the guys to bring down. I need to build a shelter for these outside, just outside the window here. So they can live outside, because there's space out there now. Just outside the window there is where all the bricks were, pallet. So we used those bricks to do the patio. So that's clear now. So those chairs are going out there, but first we need to build a shelter for them to keep the rain off. So I need to do that at some point. Those go into that. Drill bits go in one of these here. We're almost back to normality. Or what passes for normality here. So before I finish off, I will open the garage door and have a sweep through, just to make sure there's nothing pointy left on the floor. But for now, I think the only things left out are either things that are destined for the tip, or things to go back in the house. Yep. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there now. Oh. Let me just move the camera up a bit for a closer shot. There we go. Right. That should be better. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me on this garage a rare occurrence. I will be doing it again. If you enjoyed me doing that is, of course. If you didn't, well, let me know and I won't do it again. I'll do all this in private. But by having you here and by me streaming it, it actually forces me to do it and get on with it and finish it and do things. Because otherwise, I'll either just not bother, and I'll get partway through and think, oh, I'm too knackered for this, I'll do it later and stop, and then it'll never get finished. But by having you guys here, it actually make me do it, which is good. You're motivating me. You think it was neat? Tomorrow I'll be back up in the office again, or the bedroom, whatever again. That's per normal. Am I going to come back in here during the day tomorrow? Possibly. Get the terminal server down here tomorrow, I might do. So then, yeah, I will. Tomorrow afternoon I'll do more in here, but I won't stream it. It's just plugging stuff in. But I want to get it ready for being able to use it from upstairs on tomorrow evening's stream. So that's a deadline. I need to get it remotely controllable and everything to show off tomorrow evening. Kick the car up permanently. I would love to turn this into my studio / office / workshop / but what can I do when there's 2 golf trolls? I've got an entire crate here. An entire crate just of golf balls. Just of bloody golf balls. Dad used to enjoy playing golf. He hasn't played golf for the past 5 years. And I can't see him ever playing again. So why he's still got all this golf kit, I don't know. Anyway, yes, I'll be back tomorrow evening, hopefully fully working setup. But I can't run my outro because my outro button is on my desktop upstairs. So this is my outro. There will be no bot outro. Yeah. One day we'll be down to 1 car. One day Dad's going to have to give up driving, and then I'll be doing all the driving. But that means we have 1 car, and that can live on the pathway into my workshop / streaming room, whatever. I can actually have a proper bench set up here. I can actually do things.
I can look forward to a week of continual harassment on this subject.
Absolutely, Swarm, yeah. I'm going to be harassing you all week about this. So, please do our outro. Yeah, make an outro. Come on, boss. He's thinking. He's thinking.
I do apologise.
Yeah, it would be nice to have this as my stream. With better lighting as well, instead of just a strip light here and a little poppy CFL up there. Yeah, it would be nice to actually have a proper streaming setup here and a half area workbench there and things like that. So one day.
Well, Majenko, may your circuits remain stable, and may your next stream be less chaotic. This is Majenko bot signing off.
Right, well, thank you very much for joining me.
They've begun a most unsettling development. We must
Shut up, bot.
brace ourselves.
Shut up, bot. I will do more garage streams in the future. Now I know that this setup works and that the Wi-Fi signals and everything are all working fine. Well, I mean, Wi-Fi works because it's just there in the corner. Now I know that things like the microphone and the headphones and things all work fine. I will do more of these in the future, as and when I can. So, yeah, but until tomorrow evening, enjoy Shelby tonight. I'm going to go and get some refreshments, cook some food, maybe take a shower, and I'll see you in Shelby's chat. So, thank you very much. I'm going to go to...
You are most welcome. It was my pleasure. A final duty fulfilled. Engage. And may your future endeavors be boldly successful.
Shut up, Bob. BZZZT. I'm going to go to be right back for a few moments and then stop the stream. So thank you very much again, and I will see you tomorrow.
A trial, a test of wills.
I wish you
You
well.
are most commendable. Truly.
I love it.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.